Yeah, what's up?
Hey, how you doing?
Good. A little
Good.
busy.
Okay, I'll be super quick for you. I'm Kevin with ASD, following up on the net metering program.
What's that?
I'm assuming you're the owner, right?
Yeah.
So net metering, it actually involves these meters that were put on, those new meters, about 3-4 years ago in your neighborhood. Were you guys home when Southern California Edison came and switched you guys' meter out?
It was like when I got here when we moved in.
Oh, was it? Okay.
Yeah.
How long have you guys lived here in the
2
neighborhood?
years.
2 years, okay. So I'll give you the quick explanation on this because I know you're busy.
Okay.
So Edison put these meters onto everybody's home in the territory for that program, net metering. I don't know if that rings a bell at all to you. Those
Not
words,
really.
they've sent information to people about it recently. I don't read my Edison bills all that much. I don't know if you do either, but what it essentially is laying out is that California has a bit of a power problem right now. How long have you been in California? Are you from here or are you from?
I'm from Texas.
Okay.
But yeah, I moved here 2 years ago.
Yeah.
And this is solar?
It deals with solar, yeah. Not at all what you guys have heard about before. It's a lot different, which is why it's a lot more popular in your neighborhood here.
Okay.
So the idea with it is that the power problem we're facing right now is that we're consuming way more power than we're actually producing within the state. The issue with that is that we then have to buy power from other states and ship it in.
I have heard about that.
Yeah, you've heard about that, right? So that's what's actually the reason why our rates have to go up a little bit every year. I'm sure you've noticed that since you guys have been here.
Yeah, a little bit,
Yeah, and it's not terrible, but the idea is it is increasing.
Yeah.
So the solution to it is that these meters that are on the sides of everybody's homes, they can do what's called net metering, which essentially just allows you to be able to produce your own power on site. Obviously, to do that, it is much cheaper because you then don't have to ship it in from Utah, Nevada, Colorado, all these other states, right? So where we come in on this, American Solar Direct, is that we obviously do solar, like I said, but the feedback we've gotten with a lot of your neighbors is that there's been a ton of leasing companies that have come through. I'm assuming you've talked to some before, right?
They definitely come by, but my neighbors down the street didn't like the program, so yeah.
Yeah, and we've talked to a lot that said the exact same thing. Everybody likes solar, it's just that leasing it doesn't make a lot of sense anymore. And so the cool part about what our program does is that it allows you guys to own the system without having to actually put out a huge amount of capital up front, like you used to have to do to own systems. Essentially what you do is I'll show you this little picture here, is that you basically take what you're currently spending on power and you redirect it into the ownership of the system, and then whatever's left over is just savings in your pocket. So it's a lot different of a program, which is why it's actually been a lot more popular around here with your neighbors. All my job here to do today, it's not to get you to tell us, yes, you want to install panels right now. There's actually there's actually a lot of pre-qualifications that go into this, and I'm setting up appointments with a bunch of your neighbors around here just to come back and talk more about it later. First things first, though. So I don't know if you know the Jorgensens over here. They're about 5 houses down on the other side of the street.
Pink house?
Yeah, pink house, red door. Weird, I know, it flashes like crazy, right? Yeah, so I'm meeting with them tomorrow, and then yesterday I met with the Smiths right down the street here. So yeah, they're actually jumping on board as well, so they like the idea of this program. So again, don't worry about saying yes or no right now. What I need to do is just take a double look at your meter, make sure that everything is good there. I'll show you a couple things on how to read it. And then I take a quick peek at the rest of your roof right here. If those two things align, then we'll basically get a time where we can come back and show you a little bit more about how it actually affects you personally.
How long does this take?
What I'm doing right now, just 5 more minutes. So, and then I'll come back a little bit later. So is your meter on the side of the house over here?
Yeah, it's through this gate over here.
Okay, follow me over here. I want to show you a couple things on the meter.
All right, cool.
So here we are. Yeah, so this was already here when you moved in, right? Okay, so has anybody ever showed you how to read this?
Nope.
It's not really necessary for you, but the quick version, really all I have to grab off of this is it shows us, gives us kind of an idea of what your home in particular uses on an average, on a monthly basis with kilowatt hours. So solar is very specific to every house. It's not like I'm going to give you guys the same systems we're doing for the Smiths or the Jorgensens, right? It's every house is a thumbprint, everybody's usage is different. So main thing we look at, so all these systems were put in June actually, so this month of 2012. So obviously 4 years ago, we're looking about 48 months there. And then this right here just sort of cycles through a reading a little over 55,000 kilowatt hours. So we just divide that by the months you guys have been here. So wow, okay. So your guys' usage is a little on the high end. You're a little over 1,000 kilowatt hours per month. Typically what that means, and tell me if this is accurate because you guys just moved in a couple years ago, but that usually means you're spending roughly $250, $300 a month. That sound about right?
It's weird.
Yeah?
Yeah.
It is?
Right
okay.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming you guys have a pool.
We do, yeah.
Okay, that makes
Pool,
sense.
spa.
Yeah.
I work out of home, so yeah.
Oh, you work out at home?
Mhm.
Really? Okay, what do you do for work?
So I'm a financial planner, so.
Nice. You
yeah.
probably help me out with that.
Okay.
I'm
yeah.
terrible with my money, so that's good.
Be happy to help you. Yeah, it's good. It seems scarier than it really is. So. once
Yeah,
you get
yeah,
there,
I
It's pretty easy. Yeah.
Yeah, just don't be stupid. Is that kind of the rule? Don't make
Just-
dumb investments.
Just don't spend more than you make.
Yeah.
That's the big thing, you
Yeah,
know.
well, that's where you can help me.
Yeah.
So yeah, obviously with the pool and all that, we kind of tend to see those trends. So 250, 300, really probably not too abnormal for what you guys have and working out of the house.
Mm-hmm.
So in terms of usage, definitely somebody that we can help with solar. The only other thing, so with this roof, I don't know if they told you at all about the life of it. It looks like the tiles and everything are in pretty good shape.
Yeah, I mean, I think it was 5 years old when we moved in, so now it's 7.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
Okay. So actually really good shape. So I wouldn't really worry at all about your guys' roof. That seems like it would be one that we'd at least take a look at.
Okay.
So again, my job on this is to really just see if we're not going to waste our time and your time
Mm-hmm.
by coming back and sitting down with you again. It doesn't do any of us any favors if we can't even qualify,
That's
right?
No.
So usage looks good, the roof looks good. The only thing that will really help, and then I'll actually put you in the system here for a good time to come back, is obviously this gives us an accurate reading, but that's over a 4-year estimation.
Mm-hmm.
So we really like to be able to see exactly what you guys use.
Mm-hmm.
Do you get a bill sent to you in the mail, or do you do it all online for your
Online.
usage? Okay,
Mhm.
perfect. That actually makes it really, really easy. So let's grab just like a quick snapshot of your last 12 months for
Mhm.
medicine. If you want, you can do it on your computer, or you can do it on my iPad. That's why they give this to me. Totally up to
Put it
you.
up here.
Oh, perfect. Yeah, if it's on your phone, I know a lot of people have those apps. While you're pulling that up, I'll tell you our process on this is that we're going to have our off-site engineers that actually do this via satellite, where they can pull up your house and see how many panels can actually fit up there safely.
Mm-hmm.
Once we have that, combined with your usage, we can give you a very accurate idea of what you'd be looking at to go solar under this program. So once we have all that information, I'll be able to come back. It actually only takes us about a day or so to get all that put together.
Mhm.
Our engineers work really quickly because we do a lot of these things.
Okay.
So I'll be able to come back. I know I'm catching you late tonight, but tomorrow is Friday, so tomorrow afternoon I have time, and then Saturday morning I have time. So I can swing by for you like 45 minutes, 30, 45 minutes.
Yeah, it'd have to be Saturday.
Saturday morning is best
Yeah.
for you? Okay. So my slot shows me at 10:30 is my only availability. Is that okay with you?
Yeah, like I said, I work out at home, so I'll be.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'll pop you in here for 10:30 on Saturday, and then do you have the kilowatt hours there?
Yeah, so this
Okay.
is the last 12 months.
Now,
so, mhm.
I know, and sorry to interrupt you there, but I know that you get this all digitally. Do you ever look at the statement, actually how they break down those charges for you? Okay, so this will be pretty eye-opening for you.
Okay.
Just go ahead and click on this spot right here. It says View Bill.
Okay.
Okay, and that pulls up a PDF.
Mm-hmm.
So if you scroll to the second page, this page here obviously is you want to look at the total price, right? So
Yeah.
it shows you how much they're going to charge you.
$250, just like you
250,
said.
right on. So down here on the second page, so this right here actually breaks down where they get those charges from.
Mm-hmm.
So I told you before we have a power problem. We're shipping a ton of energy from out of state. It's evident on your bill. So if you look, you have a distribution charge and a generation charge.
Mm-hmm.
They separate those. So obviously generation is how much the energy costs to generate, whether it be here within California or at a power plant in Arizona, right?
Uh-huh.
And then distribution is obviously how much it costs to get it to your home.
Right.
If you were to add up these numbers right here on distribution and then these numbers on generation, the crazy thing is that distribution is always a higher cost than your
Mhm.
generation, which is
Hmm.
weird, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's like a misallocation there.
Yeah, it's a little bit backwards. So the whole idea behind these solar projects is that if we can produce power on site using whatever resource, right,
Mhm.
it's going to be cheaper. I
Okay.
mean, if you had an oil well in your backyard, your energy is going to be pretty low, right? Your price per power will be cheaper.
Mm-hmm.
If we can put solar panels on your roof, which is the cheapest way to generate your own power right now, because of all the rebates and incentives and the good time to go solar,
Mm-hmm.
it's the cheapest way for you to produce your own power.
Okay.
So that's the whole idea behind this program. I know it's pretty simple, but go ahead and screenshot that, and then I'll just
Do you want me to email it to you?
yeah,
or-
email it to me. So here's my email address on my business card, and then we'll have all that data. And then when I come back and sit down with you guys beforehand, it's just a couple days away. Write down any questions you have.
Mm-hmm.
I'd be happy to answer those right away.
Okay.
And then just you that owns the house, or do you got a
My wife and I.
wife as well? Okay. Does she work out of the house too, or is she always home?
She's kind of all over the place.
Yeah, okay.
Does she have to be here?
Pin her down for Saturday, so she doesn't have to be here right now, obviously, but pin her down for Saturday, just so that, because I'm sure she'll have questions that you might not think of, and I want to make sure that I comfortably
She should
answer
be
everything
around.
for sure.
If she's not, can I call you or email you?
Yeah, give me a call. Give me a call or shoot me a text, honestly. Texting is the best for me.
Okay, good.
So,
yeah, me too.
if anything does come up, please let me know beforehand. We're going to do a lot of work, our engineers, like I said, and I've got you blocked out, so it's best for me if I know, honestly, by tonight, just to make it a little bit easier for scheduling.
Yeah, as soon as she gets home, I'll double check that and let you know.
Perfect.
Cool,
Sounds
man.
great. Well, nice to meet you.
You too, Kevin.
Okay.